New Jersey law has no stop and identify statute, and courts require reasonable suspicion of crime, meaning the officer's demand was not legally supported. On January 4, 2019, an auditor was filming outside a law enforcement center in Toms River, New Jersey. What began as a simple photography exercise would reveal an officer's complete misunderstanding of identification laws and obstruction statutes.
You can do whatever you want, but as far as I just need to identify who you are.
And what law is that?
Well, it came in as a suspicious person. Anytime we investigate as to somebody calling in about suspicious, we need to at least identify who it is we spoke to.
Okay, then I don't need to give ID. What law is that?
Investigating a crime. It's actually called obstruction if you fail to provide documentation to you. Sir, look, I'm not looking...
I have to commit an unlawful act and prevent you from performing your unlawful duty to be in violation of obstruction. And what statute is suspicious?
Determine what's going on. That's fine, but I need to verify who you are.
No, you don't.
So in the event that something turns into something, I at least can say, all right, I went out and I spoke with this person.
How are you doing? Taking pictures? Enjoying your First Amendment right to take pictures in public?
What was the first thing that I said to you today?
What are you doing?
I said, no. I said, how are you, sir?
Okay.
How are you? And I said, what are we doing? And you told me what you're doing. And I said, that's fine. And I explained to you why I need documentation from you, just to verify who you are.
Okay, but you don't need to verify who I am. The right to privacy in public.
But again, if we're investigating it for suspicious because somebody called it in, it's not like we just...
It doesn't matter if somebody called it in. So if you're outside on your property mowing your lawn and somebody says you're suspicious and the police come by, you have to give them your ID?
Well, you're entitled to think whatever you want.
I'm entitled to follow the law.
Mr. State was filming outside a law enforcement center when Officer Moskela approached, claiming a suspicious person report. He demanded ID and threatened obstruction charges. Mr. State refused. New Jersey law has no stop and identify statute, and courts require reasonable suspicion of crime, meaning the officer's demand was not legally supported.